Alvin grabbed his cell phone, punched in Jack Moore's number, and switched on the speakerphone function. The young reporter answered on the second ring. "Hey Alvin, did you see my story?" he asked, his breathless voice echoing around the room. "That is why I am calling," Alvin confirmed. "Have there been any new developments?" Moo grunted. "Your friend Sergeant Sue is in charge of the investigation. He's keeping everything to himself." "Why am I not surprised?" Rafi muttered. "You must have learned something," Mas prompted. She thought Moo was cute, but not as smart as Rafi. "I've spoken to some of his colleagues," Moo replied. "According to them, Professor Hua was strange." "Strange? Why?" Apita probed. "Maybe it's because of his job," Moo said. "Anyone who spends their life poking around in old tombs had to be a trifle odd, won't you say?" They also said Hua kept to himself. He wasn't very friendly. Azizu fiddled with his tab. "Did he have any enemies?" "That's exactly what I asked," Moo answered. "I was told that all academics have enemies. If you work in a university, it's a very competitive world. Everyone is jealous of everyone else," he sighed, "though I didn't hear any gossips about him." Wei Ling was polishing her glasses. "If that is so, why do you think somebody murdered him?" She wondered out loud. "And why would they use poison?" Moo hesitated. "Maybe they didn't have a gun," he speculated. "Or maybe they didn't want to make a noise." "That's an interesting thought," Alvin noted. They were just about to end the call when Moo remembered something. "The professor's assistant asked me about you." "Why?" Alvin wanted to know. "He didn't say. He looked weird." Moo changed the subject. "Have you called Sergeant Sue yet, Alvin?" "Just about to," Alvin responded before cutting the call. "He won't want us on the case," Azizu remarked. "You always solve murders faster than he can." Alvin was punching in the sergeant's number when a loud knock sounded on the door. The door opened and a man in his 30s stepped inside. His frantic gaze swept the office. Mas was startled by his appearance. His hair was unkempt, his unshaven face strained, his clothes crumpled as though he had slept in them. Rafi rose and quickly blocked his path. "I need your help," the man gasped. His voice was edged with fear. "Are you Alvin So?" "No, and hold it right there," Rafi growled, restraining him. "Who are you?" "Howard Chiam." His eyes nervously darted to the newspaper. "I'm here because of the murder. I've got to talk to Alvin So." Alvin jumped up. With Rafi's help, he guided the young man into an empty chair. Apita offered him a bottle of water. "They think I did it. I know they do," Chiam blurted out, unscrewing the bottle cap and dropping the water. Some of it trickled down his shirt front. His agitation became even more obvious. "But I didn't. I just found the body, that's all. I had no reason to kill the professor." Alvin remembered Moo's comment. "You must be the professor's assistant." Chiam nodded and took another swig of water. His hands were trembling. I was supposed to meet with him at 8 o'clock last night, but when I went to his office, he was dead. Murdered. I told the police immediately. Weiling's days narrowed. How did you know he'd been murdered? He was slumped over his desk and his room was a mess. Books had been put down from the shelves. His desk drawers were open. Cham's voice trailed away. He washed a hand over his face. It was shocking. You thought that'd been a robbery? Marge queried. Yes. Who'd want to rob a professor in his office at the university? Rafe probed. He didn't even keep any money there, did he? He was working on some projects with Dr. Tarim, Cham answered. A very important ones. Weiling was making notes in her incident book. She looked up sharply. Who was he? Dr. Tarim is from Cairo. He's an expert on antiquities. He was visiting Professor Hua, arrived last week. They were trying to solve the mystery of KV-28.